And on the 7th day, Shigeru Miyamoto said, "Let there be Link." Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I was just reading a bit of my good old Zelda Bible, getting caught up for E3. Gotta have the knowledge, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. We're going to be talking today, of course, about Nintendo and what the hell they'll be doing, bring into the E3 show floor, bring into our brains and our minds and our eyes and our ears on the 9th, the 10th of June, when they will be doing their digital event. So of course there's been a lot of chatter about whether it's right for Nintendo to once again be doing kind of digital stream thing as opposed to a full-on press conference, but you know, either way it happens, we're getting the information, right? We're going to find out what games they have to offer, and in the end that's what counts. And as much as I really am disappointed that there isn't a press conference, because you know, some of the best moments of E3 have happened at Nintendo press conferences, at least we are going to be getting some good stuff, I hope. So, let's kick it off what I think is going to be the biggest thing, Zelda Wii U, right? This is the tentpole title, this is what a lot of people are waiting for. It's been 3 years since Skyward Sword was released, or almost, maybe 2.5, and it is really time. It's time for them to start up the machine again and show us something new and tell us what's happening, what's in development, what's going on. So, I'm thinking, it's hard to say whether there will be a full-blown trailer. I don't think there will be a playable demo, however. I think that the main Zelda game they're going to be focusing on for playable in terms of, you know, getting your hands on is going to be Hyrule Warriors, unfortunate as that may be. Some people may be psyched for that game, but I'm not really down for it. We'll move on to that, but Zelda Wii U, I'm thinking a trailer, I'm thinking at the very least some kind of artwork, right? Because that's what happened with the initial Skyward Sword reveal. That was that picture of Link standing in front of Fi, and he didn't have the sword, and people were speculating and kind of got it right that yeah, she was to be the sword and that was the spirit of the Master Sword and blah blah, and you have the entire Skyward Sword plot after that. So that is kind of the minimal I'm looking for here. Now, with that said, we of course have Hyrule Warriors to look forward to if that's something you're into. To be honest, I'm not. It's the kind of thing which if it goes on sale for like £10, I might pick it up. But the gameplay is just Dynasty Warriors, and though it has a Zelda skin to it, I don't think it's really going to be that interesting. I mean, they may announce some new playable characters. Maybe we'll get Ganondorf, maybe something like that. Tingle. If Tingle's playable, things might change, I'll tell you what. But I don't know, it's not really going to hit any kind of note with me. Maybe with you, not my sort of thing. Now, aside from Zelda, all the Zelda stuff going on Wii U, the main draw is going to be Smash, right? Smash Brothers is hitting big. They announced the Wii U GameCube adapter, which I could not be happier about. Oh my god, that is the best news that they could have told anyone. And added to the fact that they're going to be doing more Smash trailers, I love those are fantastic. Sakurai always executes so phenomenally on those CGI trailers. We're going to get new characters, I think at least 4 or 5. I think it's going to be a big blowout here and give some real key ones. Will Ridley be there? Will Palutena be there? Will, you know, all these things that people have been dreaming of happen, and, you know, will Captain Falcon come back? All these things. Lots of opportunity for them to really nail it on the Smash Brothers front, and I hope they do that. Not only that, but they have the Smash Brothers Invitational Tournament, which I'm really excited about as well, because having watched the Smash Brothers documentary, I'm now kind of caught up on kind of the Melee scene and how all the big players there operated and who was who. So I'm looking forward to that, to kind of cheer some people on and see how they feel about the new Smash Brothers game and what they can do with it. So that's going to be really exciting. It's just going to be a big blowout, really, and of course a lot of you guys who live in the US will be able to go to a Best Buy and try out the game for yourself, which I am really jealous about, because I would have loved to be able to do that, but unfortunately, well, they're not going to come to the UK, are they? They're just sticking it to America. Of course, Smash is going to be a 3DS thing as well, so I'm expecting some kind of cursory mention there. I don't think they'll go full hog on the 3DS version, although having said that, it is the one that's coming out the soonest, right? It's supposed to be summer 2014, which I expect to be like the last day of August, like the last minute that they can release it. That's what they're going to do. And it's like, oh, here it is, by the way, so it's 3DS. So that is probably a thing that's going to happen. And they will talk about it a bit, but I think they'll really put the focus on the Wii U one. Now, aside from Smash, Zelda, those are the big ones. We got Bayonetta 2, which a lot of people are excited for, a lot of people are looking forward to. If you have a look here on my good old PlayStation, I have Bayonetta on PS3, which I haven't actually played yet, but it's here, and well, I might have to give this a bash. You know, apparently the PS3 version is a little bit janky, so that's a thing that I'll probably have to worry about, but the good news is that I had the opportunity to try it out, see if I like it, and then maybe kind of prep myself for Bayonetta 2 when that comes out. I think we're going to get a solid release date, because they've said 2014. I think they're going to give a release date at E3, and we'll see a new trailer, and we'll see all that good stuff. And yeah, that's my thoughts on Bayonetta, really. Now, of course, the big one that I'm looking forward to, the follow-up to Monolith's. I'm pulling out all of the games here. The follow-up to Monolith's Xenoblade. I'm actually using the alternative packaging here on Xenoblade, but there you go, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, X is happening, right? And I could not be happier about that. I'm really stoked to see some new footage from this and to get a solid release date. I believe they said it is coming out in Japan in 2014. So, fingers crossed that, you know, maybe we'll get an early 2015 release, because I think, you know, this is the sort of game which is going to be heavily localized. It's going to take a long time for them to do that process. And so I'm wanting to say like they'll squeeze it out at the end of this year, but it's probably not happening. But I do want more details. I want a name, damn it. I want them to name it. And I think that's something they will do, because they can't go around having this game known as X for even longer. They have to nail down Xeno something. It may not be Xenoblade, it may be Xenogears, it may be something completely different, but it's going to be Xeno something. Hopefully we get a name. That's what I'm shooting for. Now, there are two other main things which we've heard of a lot about in the past, but haven't really got too much info. So we've got Fire Emblem Cross Shin Megami Tensei, which I made a prediction in our podcast that it was going to be a fighting game, but I actually checked up and apparently Atlas revealed that it is actually an RPG, so it's still going to be fun. My prediction kind of just out the window there, but no matter, I'm looking forward to what kind of form that will take. I believe Atlas are leading the project, so it's probably going to lean more towards Shin Megami than Fire Emblem, although Fire Emblem is the first name build. I don't know how they'll figure that out, but I'm interested into what it's going to turn out like, right? The other one is, of course, Yarn Yoshi, which they have kind of teased a little bit of tiny gameplay. This is going to be coming from Goodfeel, the guys who did Kirby's Epic Yarn, and I think it's going to be very similar to that, if it is even in that form at all. And if they even show it again, or if it's been cancelled, I have no idea. But I'm thinking we will get some kind of tidbit on that game. Now, what else will they have on Wii U? Well, kind of speculation going around. Miyamoto's new IP is happening. Is that going to be something that's going to be on Wii U or 3DS? You know, there's the potential of it being the mysterious 3DS game that's announced in the roundtable. A lot of theories going around. I think that perhaps it could be potentially a Wii U game. It could be something that interacts with the NFC capabilities and their new figurine platform. I think it's going to be a whole storm of that. I think Miyamoto's IP is going to be tied to the figurines, and there's going to be some cross-platform stuff going on, and just a whole mess of things, a new character, crazy things. I can't predict any of that because, of course, you know, it's a new IP. You can't say what it's going to be, right? But we'll see. I mean, you know, the thing with Nintendo is I'm very interested to see what kind of gameplay they choose to go along with these figurines, right? Because in the past, Skylanders, Disney Infinity, the figurines have been cool, they're great. The gameplay, not so much, not really that interesting. So we know Nintendo make quality games, you know they can handle that front, so I'm pretty sure they're going to put some solid effort in here and get a really good game to back up the figurine stuff that they're going to be selling alongside it. Of course, I'm pretty sure that thanks to that leak that the French Nintendo representative gave, that Smash Brothers was going to work with the NFC figures, that's going to be happening. Will that mean new characters in the form of figures? I kind of hope not, because that seems a little bit of a dick move, but I think there'd be some interesting applications to maybe, you know, putting custom move sets on them and taking it over to your friend's house to be able to do that. And all that kind of stuff. Of course, we want to hear about Metroid, right? Because that's a big deal. You know, Metroid Prime been out of the eye for a long time, and there could be a return to it. There could be a return to the first-person 3D Metroid, although I think that if they did that, they would jump back to retro, because they're the ones best fitted to do it. Which is why I am more certain of there being a 2D Metroid handled by a different company. I think that Retro needs some time to breathe. Donkey Kong has just come out in February, and I don't think they're far along enough in development to show anything. But, you know, remember the VGX, Reggie was wearing a Metroid pin on him, and Jeff Keighley asked him, hey Reggie, you know, the Metroid pin, is there something? And Reggie's like, Jeff, can't say anything. So I'm like, well, maybe. I think that there will be some announcement. Some Metroid announcement is happening. My bet is on the 3DS game and it being a 2D return to form, and I would, oh god, you guys have no idea, I would kill for that game. I so want to see it, and I'm really hoping that that tease that Reggie had is going to come true. Now, of course, there's still the issue of Virtual Console to be thrown around. What are they going to do with it? Because it is a mess, guys. It has been a mess for a while, and I don't know what their issue is and why they can't get things rolling. And a lot of people calling out for subscription plan. I don't think they're going to do that, to be honest, you know. They just never listen to kind of what the general games media's opinions are. They do like the go off in the opposite direction. I think it'd be a cool idea, but I just don't think there's something they're going to do. I do want to hear more about N64 GameCube Virtual Console, and especially they have now announced the Wii U GameCube adapter, which means they can put out GameCube Virtual Console games and have people play them as if they were playing a GameCube, because they can use the original controller. Which, you know, it makes too much sense, right? It makes too much sense that they would announce this thing, and if they just had it for the specific purpose of Smash, that's great and all, but I think they really could double down here, get a GameCube Virtual Console on the go, and use that to leverage it, because that is really a big deal. Of course, you know, they're having trouble getting even DS games emulated at this point, so they may have a while to go, but I think that it is certainly something they're thinking about, and hopefully in the future they will be acting upon. So the other stuff, I guess, talking about 3DS, what do we know is coming out on 3DS? Not a lot, to be honest. I mean, the big things that I'm looking forward to are perhaps a Metroid reveal, maybe some kind of something from Intelligent Systems. They finished work on Fire Emblem Awakening a while ago, so I'm thinking either a straight up sequel to Fire Emblem Awakening or hitting Advance Wars, because that's something that's been away for a while. A lot of people want it, and I think that, you know, they could retool it and kind of bring it into the 3DS era with a great spin, and I think that's a possibility there as well. But I want the 2D Metroid, Smash Brothers is coming, not much else on 3DS though, and I'm wondering, you know, there's not a huge amount of third-party support there either, so a little bit iffy. We'll see, but I think that the focus of E3 is really going to be on Wii U, so even if there are 3DS titles announced, I think they won't really highlight them as much. Now, of course, time to talk about third-party support. And we're done! Well, anyway, yes, all joking aside, it's really, I think, going to be one of the most depressing third-party reels, if they even have one this year, because I don't think they will. I think they'll have an eShop reel, like kind of developers, indie developers they got on the platform, because they do have quite a few of them, but really the only third-party thing they have, I believe, is Sonic Boom, which is coming exclusively to Wii U and 3DS, which I don't really like the look of, and apparently, according to kind of preview impressions, isn't very good either. So that's a bit of a bummer. It's a shame, but what do we really expect at this point? Nintendo platforms never have good third-party support on the home consoles, and at this point the Wii U is such a fucking commercial failure that really, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me, but it's a shame, you know? Now, the other two things we're going to talk about are there are going to be 2 roundtables happening at E3. There's going to be one for Smash Brothers, which I'm super excited for. Maybe they'll hold back some character reveals for that thing, so if we don't get a full-blown thing on the digital event, then I think that roundtable will sort things. The other one is for a mystery 3DS game. A lot of people are speculating, what could this be? My money's on Metroid. Some people are thinking Majora's Mask 3D. That's a potential reveal as well, because it's been quite a while since Ocarina, right, on 3DS. A lot of people are calling for it. There are references to Majora's Mask in Link Between Worlds. It's a thing that could happen, right? And then other kind of people thinking maybe it's Miyamoto's IP. Who knows? It's going to be interesting to find out. I hope they stream that as well, because I'm looking forward to seeing what they reveal there. Could be cool. So yeah, pretty hyped for that stuff. I guess there is Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on 3DS, which could potentially get some news as well. I don't know what that would be, maybe unveiling some new Mega Evolutions. That seems to be a thing that's most likely, and I think that could be pretty cool. I'm definitely kind of down for some fresh blood into the Pokemon scene, so see how that happens, and I think that's pretty much it. So, with all that said, I think I've covered what I need to say about Nintendo. A lot in my head, much more, because I just know the company better and I'm excited for a lot of their stuff. So, what do you guys think? Or do you think there's going to be a big Zelda reveal? What's going to be the tentpole here? Will Metroid come back? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always kind of excited to read those and kind of talk with you guys. So hit the like button if you enjoyed this and want to see some more E3 stuff, because I'm definitely going to be doing some reaction vlogs after the fact, after the conferences have happened. So that's going to be a thing. As always, just enjoy E3. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to veg out and just fucking sit in front of my PC for the whole day. So let's get ready, guys. It's 2 days time. It's really close and best time of the year. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.